Oh, is this video? And what they were getting at is just like, so hold on, what nigga the comments look like? How teachers feel after saying, you don't want to see my bad side. it's like you're putting a daredevil on a silly ass dog. It's just like when people try to act serious, but you can't take them serious, and that's kind of like what the photo is. Nigga says how Drake feels when he says, "No more Mr. Nice Guy."
That's I never heard Drake say that.
But if you ever did hear Drake say that, he'd be like, seriously?
Like, bro. I remember Degrassi or whatever the shit was called.
What?
Degrassi.
I actually didn't watch Degrassi.
Bruh, I was in college at the time when it was out. When Drake played the wheelchair dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like kids used to watch it and I would just like randomly see Drake on Degrassi.
Before you knew he was
when I'm in college in Memphis.
Yeah.
Before he was Drake.
You're in college?
I was in college
when Degrassi was out, yeah.
When Drake was budding, when he started having all those mixtapes and stuff, I was in college.
You were in high school.
When Drake was releasing
on Degrassi. When he was on Degrassi, you were in high school.
Yeah.
I did not watch no goddamn Degrassi.
I never saw it either. It was on like CW.
I was in the street, man. Nobody watched no damn Degrassi. I skimmed through it.
Oh, you skimmed through it? I
didn't skim through it. I just saw kids watching
it. He didn't watch it.
Nah, if I would be at somebody's house with kids, they would be watching it. And I was just like...
Degrassi first episode came out in 2002.
2002.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we just started high school. I just started.
Just started high school in 2002. Nigga, I graduated in 2012.
No. I didn't see
it. You started high school...
in 2008.
No,
yeah, 2008. I'm like, wait, what?
That's when it came out, but it didn't get popular until like.
So you knew about it?
No, I mean, yeah, I know about it because people use that reference like for Drake.
It didn't get popular.
So like that reference, that Degrassi reference, like I never found it funny because I couldn't relate.
You played a dude in a wheelchair, bro.
This is when it first came out though, so I think it went on for a little bit. So I obviously started in 2001. Right. I don't think Drake was on.
The first time I ever seen like somebody watching it was like 2009. Maybe.
Degrassi Next Class first episode. Oh, this is a movie. No. Yeah.
No. Drake got famous.
Drake got famous.
Females made Drake famous.
I think Drake was always like in the limelight though, like doing like
females make rappers famous.
Casting and all that shit.
I feel like females make rappers famous.
Yes.
What are you saying, fans?
I feel like females are the driving force behind like making musicians famous. Because if the girls like them, the dudes gonna wanna be them.
Right.
I'm thinking if I feel like if that's true or not.
It's true.
I think it always happens like that. I think women always
name a big time anything.
But that's the thing.
Or any activity.
Like Travis Scott. He's not like big up.
Females love Travis Scott.
No, I think that's like a culture that likes
females love.
I think Travis Scott would still be Travis Scott if he didn't like have like the female like if he was openly like a misogynist. I think he'd still be fine.
Right, females still would like him.
There's
females like him.
You mean from the get go, or like if he happens to be a misogynist now?
From the get go. Like I feel like there's a lot of artists out there. I'm over here looking around because we got all these artists.
Think about like A$AP Rocky.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. But I don't think every artist has like a Chance the Rapper, not Chance the Rapper.
And they're not as big.
Not Chance the Rapper. Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino.
Females like him.
Females like him too. I think when it comes to females,
like
I feel what you're talking about because it's like the type of music, the type of vibe, men really like feel that too.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they're not like famous, but females make people superstars. If you're a rapper without a female following, I guarantee you have a cult
I
following.
think
You're not like
because the consumer maybe.
Yeah.
You can get away with being a rapper and not having a bunch of female followers.
I didn't say you couldn't.
Like Airbnb.
I'm telling you, I didn't say you couldn't. What I'm saying is there'll never be superstars. LL Cool J.
I mean, yeah,
well, that's that was his.
How many other LL Cool J's are there? There's only one other LL Cool J.
You're taking away a big demographic or population.
No, I'm saying, but there's only one other LL Cool J who can still go out and rap.
Yeah, but
that's Big Daddy Kane. Female following.
But that's their brand, that's their aim, that's their target.
Yeah, I know.
That's
but
like
like with the Drakes, it's just like he's a superstar.
Because of the woman.
Females make anything.
But that's Drake's persona though.
Yeah,
so like you can't do that.
That's his message.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if you look even in the early '90s, Wu-Tang, they have a huge female following.
I'm sure they have a big male following too, though.
Yeah.
That's why it's just like okay.
I'm not saying they don't, but what I'm saying is females make people superstars.
That's the kicker, yeah. That's the
equalizer. I feel like you're stating something that's like very like apparent, and it's not like a big like.
It is apparent.
Like, oh wow.
If you don't have a huge female following, you're not a superstar.
You can say that for men.
What? If you don't have a huge male following, then you're not a superstar?
Yeah.
No. No. Doesn't work like that.
I think if both things were equal, like you have a male superstar, you have a superstar that has a lot of male followers, the other one has a lot of male followers. It's whoever has the biggest woman.
Well, you think women are just better like fans?
Yeah.
More supportive.
Rick Ross. Women love him. Right. He's a superstar. It's just like, there are other rappers like Rick Ross, but even Gucci Mane, after, like, he had a female following before he went to jail, but after he went to jail and got healthy and stuff, he became a superstar because females started to like him.
Who's that?
Gucci Mane.
But I think you're right. I mean, I think a lot of...
Gucci was more famous before he went to jail than when he came out.
Check Beyonce.
You think he was more famous before he went to jail?
To me, Gucci was more famous and bigger before jail than after.
Yeah, with his cult following.
Like,
I'm talking about like becoming a superstar where people here know who he is.
Do you think that is solely due to women?
I can maybe agree with that. I was trying to play.
I'm just saying,
I'm trying to play devil's advocate, but I may have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Women are the driving force behind a lot of things that men like. A lot of your favorite rappers have.
For me, I feel like women are just better fans. They're gonna be more supportive, like
Right, engaging.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Keeping up with like, for the most part, men don't do like, oh, when's the next Drake concert? Most, it's okay for, and it's definitely okay if a woman says, the next Drake concert is in blah blah at this time. If you know what time, what time of day the next Drake concert is,
biggest.
You're a fan.
Chill out.
Who's the biggest male artist right now? Like the biggest male artist.
The biggest male artist.
The biggest male artist. I don't know why I just repeated that.
The biggest male artist would have to be Drake.
I don't know if we can still say that. I didn't want to say that. Is Drake still the
Even if you say Drake.
But like by what merit?
There is no artist on the face of the earth that's bigger than Beyonce.
You know who you can say?
It's not.
Bad Bunny right now.
Bad Bunny right now, yeah.
Bad Bunny right now is a menace. He's
a
menace.
But is
what that boy can do to an arena, what he does to New York, the traffic in New York, where Bad Bunny's in New York?
Yeah, but are you talking about in the world or in the States? Because you think Bad Bunny has like
Bad Bunny global.
You think he's out of Puerto Rico even like?
You said Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny's global.
I say Burna Boy is probably the biggest artist right now.
Yeah, that's tough. I think that's tough. I think that's close.
Yeah.
Burna Boy isn't bigger than Bad Bunny though.
You don't think so?
I know not. You can literally go on Spotify and it tells you like how many listens people have. So like Burna Boy.
But anybody we name, I feel like Beyonce is just the biggest artist in the world.
Still though, like I don't know if I can say that.
And this is why I say Beyonce is the biggest artist. Because she can cross over.
Burna Boy got 20 million monthly listeners, right? Bad Bunny, 76.4.
Wow.
All right, go to Beyonce.
You go to Beyonce, 51.6. I'm telling you, Bad Bunny's nasty right now.
Wow.
He ain't bigger than Beyonce.
He's more global because Spanish music is more global.
Yeah.
Spanish music is crazy global.
But what I was saying about, and what is Bad Bunny? Is he of color?
He's Puerto Rican.
Damn, Bad Bunny got more monthly listeners than Drake. I'm telling you, the man is global.
Wow. He might be the biggest artist. He's probably the biggest artist right now.
Beyonce is, bro. And Beyonce so cold, like, you got people who don't even know Beyonce is black. That's crazy. Like some people don't know Beyonce is black, right? So she's kind of like,
Write in the comments.
she's kind of like a rock.
Write in the comments if you're appalled right now.
Like, no, I'm saying she's so miscellaneous. Like, she can cross over into different places. And
because of the color of her skin?
yes, and people can feel like they can relate to her more.
I don't think that's because of the color of her skin.
She has diehard, like,
I don't think that was because, the color of
I'm
her
saying
skin.
her crossover appeal, yeah. Because they can relate to her.
Now they can because
You don't think it was because of the music? There's been other light skin.
I'm saying the music too. I ain't talking about just light skin. Like, you literally have people who don't know she's black. So they can look at her and relate to her, like Jessica Simpson or Britney Spears or something. Like, if you Spanish, you can look at Beyonce. You don't know. Oh, she look like me.
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
You remember when they had her and Shakira side by side? It was like, dang. So
Do you think color plays a factor in being a superstar?
yes,
or not?
yeah,
like a superstar, like a world mega superstar.
yeah.
But this,
I do.
I mean, if you look at it, Bad Bunny, Drake, Beyonce, right now,
Cause I feel like
they all, lighter tone, lighter hue.
I feel like even like with Eminem, would Eminem be Eminem if he was black, or would that be expected?
I think
Is
Eminem was there's nobody that's done what Eminem was doing lyrically, so I think he would still be who he was.
I don't know about that.
You don't think anybody could?
I don't remember anybody doing what Eminem was doing. Like we were just singing, like, "Hi kids,
Well,
you like
see,
violence,
the
you
thing,
like nine
the
inch."
thing is, like,
Like
you were really young.
Yeah, like that intrusive thought
That's
shit.
like
Like, nobody was doing it.
You were really young, but I think I was in middle school when Eminem came out. I was in like middle school, so I remember like him being white. It projected him because at the time
I'm sure.
it projected him. So even that son Stan, I remember guys in school coming with their hair dyed blonde. Like, he brought another demographic to rap.
But I feel like that was Eminem though, because if you just throw another white man into that role, like,
of course.
I don't think it's just because he was white.
No,
I mean, yes, him being white, yeah, it's like the whole image though.
Yeah, him being.
That's what I'm saying.
8 Mile.
Like
him.
What's old boy on the West Coast? The other dude, G-Eazy. I feel like guys like that.
Shit, what happened to G-Eazy?
I don't know.
He probably still going.
Shit.
He like probably one of them artists like what's his name, like don't. They're just like kind of got fun and
Bryson Tiller.
Yeah, Bryson Tiller.
Like, I feel like them being white and it's kind of like they used to have Blue Eyed Soul. Like, you got a white guy singing like a black guy, and it's like, dang, he can sing.
Well, that is not. They used to call it Blue Eyed Soul.
They call it Blue Eyed Soul. No, that's what they really call it.
Yeah.
You know what this topic reminds me of? It reminds me of like the story of Michael Jackson. There's like all these theories that surround Michael Jackson, and one theory is that the Villalago situation, the skin thing. Like, some people say it was he might have had it, but it wasn't so strong that his whole body would turn white. Because like, how does that happen? Does it happen?
Well,
but they used this situation to propel him to be a mega world superstar because the world is gonna, be more receptive to someone that has a white skin than a black skin.
Well, his son was on Mike Tyson hot boxing, and he said Michael did have vitiligo, and he said his skin was real blotchy. It was real uneven. So that's why Michael started bleaching his skin to even the tone out of it. But he was like, he liked when the lights would hit him and his skin would shine or something like that.
I see.
Yeah, that was some internal shit he had going on.
What'd you say?
I think that was some internal shit Mike had going on. It wasn't like what the
That's what his son said.
It wasn't like what PR
His son?
wanted it to
His
look
son,
like.
I forgot what was his name, Prince Jackson.
Blanket?
Not Blanket, the oldest one.
Was he black or white?
He's white. The one he had with Elvis Presley's daughter.
What? Michael Jackson had a kid with Elvis Presley's daughter?
I think so.
Lisa Marie?
Sorry,
Lisa
what?
Marie.
Lisa
I
Marie.
think so. You gotta look it up.
What?
Well, I think his son name was like Prince.
Why is that?
Oh, Prince Jackson?
Why is that new information?
Yeah, they were dating for a while.
You know what's odd to me though? Like Michael Jackson's kids are not dark skinned at all.
Them moms are white.
But they're not like light
Michael
skinned.
wasn't really dark skinned either.
Yeah, their moms are white.
Oh yeah, but they're not like light skinned at all either. Like
Well, that's the thing. You ever see
like
Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes' daddy, black as hell. Patrick Mahomes, light skinned. Patrick Mahomes, kid with a white woman. You would have no idea that her granddad is black.
Oh.
No clue. Patrick Mahomes' daughter is Caucasian.
Bro, I seen something where this lady, she's suing the airline because they thought she was child trafficking because she had her black daughter with her.
And she was a white woman?
Yeah. And it was her daughter.
No,
that came from her.
No, it didn't.
One more time? No, her biracial daughter that came out of her body
was black.
She was light skinned with like kinky hair or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And the airport was accusing her of child trafficking because they didn't know that was her daughter.
Right.
So she's suing them for that's crazy.
Michael and Lisa Marie were together for only 18 months. During this time, however, they did not have children.
Oh, okay. So it's another lady. I think they were trying to say.
He said despite Michael having 2 children with his second wife, Debbie Rowe.
Yeah.
Debbie Rowe.
I don't know who that is.
I mean, you usually see black fathers because Michael Jackson, he's African American. He's a black man.
Yeah.
He just had skin disease.
Yeah.
You know, like Winnie Harlow, she has vitiligo, and you see the blotches in her skin, but she's obviously base black person, right? So for a black person to have a child with a white female is usually like light skin, you know.
Yeah.
Travis Scott's kids, Kanye West kids with the Kardashian.
But a lot of times, depending on your family, like your kid could look completely white.
Yeah, I know. I have a cousin who's Caucasian. Like my aunt, she's mixed, and she had a child with a white man. So my aunt's black, mixed, but the man is white, and then my cousin came out like white. She looks like a Caucasian.
That's what Michael Jackson's daughter. She sees herself as a black woman, but she's like they won't accept that.
It's interesting.
It gotta be tough to deal with.
Shout out to Mark. We are here at American Hairlines in Czechoslovakia, Hungary. American Hairlines, right?
American Hairlines.
American Hairlines here in Czechoslovakia, Hungary.
Only people that touch my head. Only person that can touch my head.
Pause.
Been without football in a long time.
First week without football.
Without us playing football.
It's gonna feel different.
I'm fucking excited to watch college football tomorrow and then
Hell yeah.
Sunday.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of that, the Kansas City Chiefs just took an L.
Hell yeah.
And you know, I was on TikTok the other day, on TikTok the other day, and there was a dude that he said, I got the bet of the week, right? And he said, first thing he said was, Kansas City plus 6.5, right? And for all the non-gamblers out there, I'm not an addict. If it's plus 6.5, that means that for Detroit Lions, that the Detroit Lions would have to win outright or lose by less than 7. And the motherfuckers won. But there was like 2 other bets. And if you like parlay them, and if the 2 bets hit, I'm gonna have 20 fresh dollars in my bank account.
20 fresh G's.
20 fresh
bills.
Hold on now.
I knew they were gonna lose.
But no, yeah, get to watch NFL football on Sunday.
Yo, Detroit's gonna be good this year.
Yeah.
That's chill. It's one.
No.
Now that they're changing the culture.
They are one of those teams that was like.
Who you talking to?
There was one of those teams that was like the Buffalo Bills 10 years ago. They're, progressing in the right direction. They're gonna be good.
I gotta see it though.
Yeah.
They just beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's one game. It's a long season.
Okay, but it's a
step.
It's a big step. You know what I'm saying?
And
It's
you're
like,
taking a big step by saying that. Like,
but it's like
if
Colorado
anything,
beating TCU.
They still have to prove themselves, and I'm sure that's what saying.
Travis Kelce gonna come back and they're going to the Super Bowl again. That's it.
That's why I took that bet, because Travis Kelce was out. I had to.
Remember last year when they got a little bumpy for him, and then they went to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I mean, Mark, what is it? What's today's date? Mark Andre's words, 7 to 8. You saying they going to the Super Bowl? Is that what
Who,
you're saying?
Detroit?
Yeah.
No, I just said that.
Oh, that's what you saying, though. I thought that's what you
I said they're good. They're gonna be good.
Detroit ever been to a Super Bowl?
I'm sure Detroit had Super Bowls.
A Super Bowl, one?
Barry Sanders used to play there.
He never been to a Super Bowl.
Or
Well, J5.
Nigga, I am showing my age
gotta
right
be
now.
fine.
Barry Sanders was there. Not that he played, but he was there.
Barry Sanders, bro.
Like,
He never been to a Super Bowl.
Never, man. Shit. It's interesting why he retired. He retired early, but why did he come back to football and go to a different team?
I don't know.
Yo,
That's good.
they are the only franchise operational for the entirety of the Super Bowl era to not appear in the Super Bowl.
Not even appear.
They are cursed.
The fact that they typed it like this, because I said, it says how many times the line in the Super Bowl? It could just say none. Period.
True.
They are the only franchise operational for the entirety of the Super Bowl. To the entirety of the Super Bowl era. As long as it's been able for you to get to the Super Bowl, they have said no thank you.
They're going this year.
I would have to try to find a bet to bet that the Lions going to the Super Bowl. And if that hit,
That's what I'm saying.
That's a big winner.
That's a big
That's a big winner. They got a bunch of bets out there like that. I bet Saudi Arabia is the first people to go to Mars. I put that bet in when I was in college. I put $1 down. Nigga, you have no idea how much that pays out if Saudi Arabia. No, I forgot what it was, like a crazy ass country. It wasn't Saudi Arabia, but it was one country, and it was like I put $1 down, and I kid you not, it was like 250,000.
I think India.
Because of the likelihood of that country not going. I check in on that bet.
Do they have technology?
Is there a chance? The country I put, there's a chance. There's always a chance. The country I put is very unlikely.
Y'all hear what he just said? That boy said, I'm not a gambling addict. And he placed a bet in college that some country would go to Mars. Some country would go to Mars first.
It was $1.
I'm not an addict. I'm not an addict. I just smell it.
It was $1.
Huh?
It was $1.
What's the most you ever gambled?
If a man says you put a professional with a suit on and everything says you put $1 right there, I turn it into $250,000. I would do it. Would you not do it?
If you invest in cryptocurrency, you already doing it.
Wait,
You see what I'm saying? He's interesting. If a man with a suit comes up to you in a briefcase,
you gotta have
suit and briefcase,
okay,
and says you put $1 right there and I'll turn it into $250,000.
What state are we in?
Not in suit, you do something.
Because if it's New York, I'm not giving that man my $1.
I might do it, yeah.
Give me $1. I see you on a vacation.
If you had $1 in your pocket, you would put it down.
Can you ask other questions?
That's it.
You gotta say yes or no.
Do you get it?
I'm saying yes.
Wait to find out. That's the thing.
It's a dollar.
If you put the dollar down and this nigga grabs it and runs off with it, you have a story to tell. My dumb ass.
My question would be why? Bro, why
That's all, but you can't add.
Yeah, you missed out on
yes or no.
opportunity. Next man. You fucking up.
Yeah, I ain't doing
I'm putting the dollar down. So
Yeah.
I'm not a gambling man like that. Earlier.
Exactly. You ain't gotta be a gambling man.
Yeah.
See an opportunity, take opportunity.
And it's $1 less.
There's a bunch of them like random ass bets on there, like, and sorry, but like some of them are like who would die first, and they'll have like 2 celebrities.
Yo.
Yeah, and there's like plus
All
minus.
these on public gambling sites?
These are on public gambling sites, bro. You can like they have like a bunch of like side bets.
So now the authorities know that they on the black web. People gonna die. That boy is gambling on the black web.
That's like some black net, like dark web shit.
Yeah.
It may be on some dark web shit. I remember doing that shit.
Oh, that's what it's called, the dark web?
That
That's the
shit wild.
black web.
You hear about what you can do on the dark web?
Anything.
Crazy, man.
Like dive into that. What do you mean by anything?
Anything. You want to buy a heart?
Yeah, bro.
Dark
You can
web.
put hits out on people.
You can put the hits out.
That's
You
crazy.
can get guns. You can get like rocket launchers,
How do you
tanks.
The dark web is like the crypto of
How do you get onto the dark web?
I don't want to know.
It's a portal.
Through the following authorities. I don't want to know how to get on. I don't want to know.
I'm not with them.
Just know if you see somebody walking around with a rocket launcher or something, they probably got it from the dark web.
I don't know.
Or a random baby.
I've heard this and I've understood, but like I don't get it.
The
What?
dark web.
First of all, like okay, the dark web. How do you get onto the dark web?
It's like the crypto of like computer nerds. Like they,
It's not a crypto. Yeah, I mean you use the currency.
it's cryptic. That's what I
Yeah,
mean. It's,
you
it's
gotta
that's
type
how
in
the dark web is
codes.
so cryptic.
You gotta use different
Yeah,
portals
right.
and different, HTML and things like
You
that.
gotta know what you're doing. You can't just hop on there.
Yeah.
And you gotta have a supercomputer. Can't have that little Macintosh. Can't have that little IBM.
What we got today?
Oh, la.
What we got today?
Miguel, you said Miguel suspension exhibition.
Man, that's crazy.
Alright, so y'all saw.
I saw it.
know what's going on.
So Miguel, shout out to Miguel. I saw him like 3 times before. Disclaimer: I've seen him 3 times in concert.
This is gonna be a long ass podcast. My physical state
Amazing.
is crazy.
Oh, you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm going nuts. All right, go ahead,
All right.
Miguel.
So Miguel, he did a performance to debut his new album,
Yeah.
where he was suspended. He suspended himself by his skin in his back with hooks. So people, wondering like, what is this? What are you doing? Like, are you into some like devil worship or some, crazy shit like that? What's happening?
Yeah.
That sucks too, because I could just see it. I could see it like now, where it's some white person probably talked them into it. Not even like the white person just like being an idiot, not thinking about it. Him thinking it would be some cool shit. He does it, turns into something that he had no idea.
But I mean, like, why do we as black people always gotta when somebody can take 3 pictures like this? And like see the L in his hand. It's like, bro, that's how he posed. Like,
Who said it was just black? Who said it was just black people?
because we do that. Like, if somebody black get money real fast, like, man, you know what I heard about him. It's like, bro, no, he's not part of no kind of group. It's like, God, no.
Yeah, but
Miguel probably was weird like that when he was little.
yeah.
And he probably already had the hooks in his back. We just couldn't see it. And he's got that.
Have you seen this suspension thing? Have you
Yeah, I
seen
saw
people do this before?
Yeah.
Like magicians.
Nah,
I
not
saw-
magicians. It's like they put hooks through your skin and you're hanging from.
Yeah,
hook.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you remember that show, Real Sex on HBO? They used to have stuff like that on there.
Tape two.
Motherfuckers hanging from the thing, getting whipped.
On HBO.
Yeah, on HBO.
2 a.m.
You remember Real Sex Tape 22?
Yeah.
My brother be like, oh, snowman. Turn this shit down.
Oh, days, bro.
Oh, man.
Ashen Cold.
Taxi Cab Confessions.
Word. I love that show. Love that show.
I I've only seen the taxi cab in it's like a game show.
Oh yeah, my boys been doing that.
Bro, I know this is off topic.
Cash cab.
Cash cab.
That shit was bad.
I know this is off topic. But HBO has, and during that time, bro, they had Oz, Taxi Cab Confessions, Arliss Michaels.
Man,
Yeah,
Did they have Lost? Was Lost on HBO?
I don't think so.
I didn't watch it too yet.
I only watch HBO after the
But they had the Hunter's Point,
What's that?
Hookers at the Point.
I don't know that one.
Man,
I just know Taxi Cab Confessions, Real Sex.
them shows were fucking good.
Passion Code was
Sopranos,
Rome was on HBO.
all that stuff. Damn, man.
Those are the days.
But Oz was probably the best show. They need to remake that. That show was real. It was like, you thought those people were in jail for real.
What else we got?
I was say, yeah, we
You talking about me, yeah.
Coach punches kid in stomach, sent to jail.
Oh, yeah, bruh. You know, I had a lot to say about that.
When I heard the story, I thought about you.
Yeah. I'm like, look, if the kid ain't got it, the kid ain't got it. You gotta punch him in the stomach. That's crazy. Why would you punch a kid in the stomach? Because they're not understanding what you're trying to say. You're a coach. You're like coaching a game.
Yeah, but don't some parents and aren't coaches sometimes in this mindset like to be super physical, to be super aggressive, and that's the way they coach. They think kids are supposed to be receptive to that.
I don't want to victim blame, but these kids is getting out of hand nowadays, and sometimes they can get on my nerves.
Somebody
Not
gonna
saying
be
I
on
would,
there.
not saying I would elbow a kid, but they are getting a little wild.
We get a little wild.
But to elbow a kid, no, seriously, to elbow,
Yeah.
that shit is
He
crazy.
didn't elbow, he punched him in the stomach.
That's wild. Like you can discipline my child, but don't lay your hands on my child in that fashion. Definitely not that.
I'm
not
like,
that fashion.
if you a coach, you shouldn't even be like aggressively putting your hands on the kids anyway. I'm like, if you won't do an adult like that, don't do it to the kids.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Like, bro, why you punching the kid in the stomach? I wonder what did that kid do to deserve to be punched?
You have to have like problems too, because I feel like we're all coaches too. We just got done coaching these junior kids today, and I was like, bro, I couldn't imagine punching any single one of them in the stomach over doing something incorrect. At the end of the day, if anything,
if the kids
20 up downs or run across the field.
yeah. I'm like, if the kids are a little bit soft, you see what I did to the kids today when I had them hit. And one of them wanted to give up because he said that the other one was better. And I made him run and he came back and I made him hit. And I told him, I was like, don't say that. You're telling me he's better than you, but at the end of the day, he's just not stopping. You're giving up. He's not. So I just make him hit. And eventually, the light switch comes on.
He's the same as me. I can do this.
Yeah, because the culture's different. So they're not walking around getting in fights and none of that stuff. So they don't know how to be aggressive.
Right.
So you gotta kind of like teach them how to get there. And that's the way I teach them. I just make them, I say either you go cry or you go get mad. This, you punch no kids. That's crazy.
Speaking of coaches, have you heard about that story about the guy who created a fake school, a fake team?
Yeah.
He was
Yo,
running
It's a documentary.
Yeah, I watched the documentary.
he's still not in jail.
And he's in like New York or something like that right now.
He's not in jail because there are all kinds of loopholes now.
Technically, they didn't break any
He's
law.
not in jail because he may not have really done anything.
Right.
Yeah.
According to the.
And for real, he really helped those kids.
Some of them.
Or,
Some of them.
my bad, not kids. Those adults, because they were 25.
21 in high school.
Getting their ass beat by high schools.
Yeah. Because they weren't good either, I guess, right?
Yeah.
They weren't a good team.
But the schools they were playing against were pretty good.
Yeah.
High school teams.
Yeah, but he got them playing the top teams in the country. He was playing against the top teams in the country. It wasn't even a school.
You're 25 though. You're
Yeah.
25.
So basically, a lot of these guys he had.
You can put me against the top high school team in the U.S.
You think you could beat them?
Yes. No, beat them. I know I'm still gonna be that dude on the field. And I guess basketball is different, but like I am a grown man.
Right. Football, here comes 10.
Here comes 10.
SEC.
If I don't win any, you were now 25 and now it's 16.
If I played high school football at 25, I would go to jail.
Yeah.
So, I remember I saw a dude, and I'm like, what position you play? Because he came up to us. He's like, what position you play? And me and my homeboy both interior linemen.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I played on nose guard. I said, oh, for real? He was like 5'8", like 240 pounds. I said, yeah, we play nose guard and 3 table.
Why you have to?
He's like, oh.
Because you know that niggas probably D3 ball, like doing these things.
Bruh, let me tell you what he told me. And I want this to be a message to the rest of y'all too.
Oh God.
The CFL is not easy to get into. I don't know who told y'all this, but he looked at me. He said, yeah, you know, I was going to go to college, but I think I'm just going to try for the CFL. I said,
What?
What?
It's going to try out.
So you think high school football, you can skip college and go play CFL? Like, you don't understand the levels. If you never played college football before, it is nothing like high school. It's levels to it.
I can imagine that.
There's niggas that be delusional though, because I remember niggas that my dad used to make highlight tapes. There was niggas that used to ask him to make the highlight tape of their JV film, and they was gonna send their JV film to college. I'm like, bro,
Crazy.
it's over for you. Like, apply for scholarships and like start applying to these universities, because these colleges, like, you're not gonna play ball anymore.
Right. JV film.
Sending JV film.
If your kid is a senior or a junior playing JV, go ahead and help them focus on their academics.
There you go. That's a nice way to say it too.
That's it.
Because academics is always important. Don't forget about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe they could get a scholarship to help the team GPA or something.
Walk on or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just like you can still find good football players.
But I think if you a senior playing JV, you're not a late bloomer. You just ain't got it.
Yeah.
You ain't got it, bruh.
Senior playing JV, you're not allowed.
You
At
can't.
a certain,
You
at
can't
a
be a
certain
senior
age, I
and play
think.
JV.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I can't remember.
You just gotta sit the bench at some
Right.
point.
I'm
You
probably the
can't
only.
just keep coming out here thinking you were the starter.
I might be the only person in America who did like drop out of school. I just left. I just left high school.
So you dropped out.
No, I went through my senior year, and when it was time to graduate, I just left.
You just didn't go to
You
graduation.
just go to graduation, yeah.
No. I didn't graduate. I just left.
Oh, high school?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know this story.
Yeah, I just left.
So like the last day of the
Yeah, I just
12th
left.
grade, you just left.
I went to the classes and stuff, but after that, I just left. And I ended up going to night school and stuff and getting a diploma.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was crazy.
Just left.
I just left. Gracefully.
Interesting.
How are you saying that he helped those kids?
Because some of them got exposure, and some
Oh,
of them
yeah.
actually went to go play in college and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and a lot of them came from bad situations. You know, a lot of them didn't have high school diplomas and stuff. So he was helping them, you know.
You gonna speak out of what's you're speaking out against what he did, though, right?
No,
You're not.
I think he had the right idea, but he went about it the wrong way.
Yeah, like
He should
have
have
you-
tried to play against JUCOs and not high schools. He should have created a JUCO, an
So
online JUCO.
okay, but what about the money that he was taking from people?
Yeah.
He was taking money.
He was charging like $12,000 per kid.
Oh, I didn't know that part. They didn't talk about that in the documentary.
One thing that gets me sometimes that annoys me is like, bro, he would have never done that to no white family. You can't do that to white families.
Why? Because they come from
They come from privilege. Well, some of those I'm sure some of those kids he probably wasn't even talking to their parents. Or their parents was.
Yeah, but those kids, I mean, he wasn't looking for those advocates. He's looking for people that he can take out of tough situations.
Yeah.
You know, like charter schools usually are schools that are within the inner city.
Oh, he was getting grants from the government. They weren't physically paying him, but.
So what was happening was, I guess these kids were taking out LLCs in their name, and then they were getting PPP.
Yeah,
PPP loans off that.
So I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
They didn't talk about it in the documentary.
And they were paying him the money that they were.
You saw the one on Netflix?
Yeah.
There's one on Netflix? I thought there was one on.
It's called BH High School or something.
You didn't hear about the PP loans? That was the one that got me.
No.
I'm like, this nigga has these niggas taking these fucking kids taking out PPP loans.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Business loans. And cash the check and sliding it over there.
I'm like, bro,
Scheming.
my parents, as soon as if I came home and my parents were like, what is that? What is that check? Or, what is it? It's a PPP loan.
Bro,
Yo, not my parents. That nigga wouldn't have got me. Mom and dad would have rolled up.
He weren't dealing,
but
he weren't dealing with kids in those situations.
Obviously, I'm just saying.
He was dealing with adults.
That had no clue.
Young adults.
Even the adults had no clue. Their parents had no clue.
Yeah,
my mom would go insane, and she would turn up on me. What the fuck are you taking out PPP loans for?
That's crazy.
But when you grow up in if you grow up in the hood and you're like you don't tell your parents stuff like that. So they probably ain't going to their mom and be like, oh hey, I took out a PPP loan.
Well,
and your parents are not in your business like that because you pretty much an adult from the time you like born. For real. Like you an adult, so your parents.
Yeah. You couldn't even get my dad with that shit when he was growing up.
Hey, your parents they're not involved in that. So I know those dudes.
I know for them they're not. So that's an unfortunate event for them that their parents.
But I think some
there was some other stuff.
There
was some other stuff too, like the PPP loans. There was something else that was like crazy.
It wasn't
the whole documentary was crazy.
It wasn't so crazy to where he's going to jail.
This man is defending him. Crazy.
What's
bothering me is that you don't say that he was wrong.
Vanessa.
The biggest scammers sometimes the biggest scammers are the most praised people on society.
I don't feel like he was wrong.
I mean, they might, go to jail for a little bit, do some time, but at the end of the day, they're praised for their cunning. They're praised for their audacity to do something crazy like make up a fucking. For example, the fire festival.
Oh, that was crazy.
You know, homeboy's coming out of jail, and he has an idea to do
another
one, but it's called like something else. Big scam, selling tickets, but there's no lineup.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, if
Robert, Rupert Madoff.
Tim doesn't think he's such a bad guy.
No. I'm saying, if he helped them, then
his scam helped people.
If he helped them, then no.
Yeah.
He helped them.
If he
delivered,
you can't even get that lie out. If he helped.
If he delivered, he's not a bad guy.
Not all those kids got great opportunities.
Yo.
Some of them ended up raw.
Yeah, he got greedy.
Bruh, say the man was wrong though.
Yeah, he was wrong.
Okay, yeah, like how hard was that?
It reminds me of one of the lines Dave Chappelle said in the end of one of his stand-ups.
What?
About the R word. You gotta look, if you can find a clip, you should look it up. It's funny, so.
It rhymes with who farted? The R word? That R word? Oh, that one. Yeah, I thought we were talking about that.
Raw.
Farted?
Hold on, what's the nigga, I am not in a mental state. I'm not in any mental state right now.
The whole thing?
I didn't take the whole thing, I just took half.
Oh.
He said, oh.
I was about to say that whole thing boy would have been floating.
I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Nah, fuck it. You can't hear it.
You can't hear it.
But he was saying something is absolutely disgusting, but if that thing helps something happen, then that thing that's absolutely like, you know, a no-no, you should accept it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy.
I don't know, that kind of reminds me of that same joke that I saw recently Denzel was talking about. You saw when he said it was like a movie casting that he went to, and they were like,
oh yeah.
We have this like, you know, this drawn up idea for a movie, and you play this this black guy, and every time they try like to hang him, they can't, and it's like a little like comedic, like it's a little comedic thing. It's like a play on like you know the history, et cetera, et cetera. And he was like, no. And he was just like, they're like, why? Like, why are you so disrespected by this? He was like, okay, how about this? He was like, I've actually been like, you know, writing stuff down, and like I have a movie idea I'm gonna throw at you guys. And what was it? He was like, there's a Jewish guy, and they try and throw him in like a gas chamber, and every time they turn, and they're like, whoa, and they're like, exactly. He's like, when it comes to like that demographic of people, it's not okay to laugh at it, but for my culture, it is. I know it's not like such an R-word one, but like that play on like the duality of things.
I wonder this too. Like, I have Jewish friends, very close, very close friends that are Jewish. So but I've never like discussed this topic with them. You know what I'm saying? But I do wonder, like,
damn.
Why?
I wonder if a black man and a Jewish person have ever had that conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying? Sorry.
But like, what would that? Why is there this like duality?
I don't know. Sometimes sometimes I do want to bite and get into that, but it's like, it seems like whose struggle was worse, like who had it worse type of thing, and it's like.
I think it's deeper than that. I think it's history.
I feel like it is history too, and I feel like there's a part too where I feel like the Jewish population and the black population and like the Asian population, they feel like there's also a part where they feel like they deserve more from their oppression. I feel like you get that from each one too, where it's just like the Asians feel like they deserve more from, you know, the Pearl Harbor thing. Mm-hmm. I feel like the Jews feel like they deserve more.
I think they got reparations.
Well, still.
We're the only group that never got it.
Yeah, see, but now you're arguing to like our point, where it's like we feel like we like literally just
everybody has their play.
Everybody's just like their play.
But we never got anything.
I understand that, but that's like a totally different argument.
And you still bear the name of the people who enslaved.
I think I heard somebody say something along the lines of like, in Israel, like, and I think that plays into like.
And that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is, what they were saying is that actually black people were the original Israelites, and that has become a huge argument, and I think that goes back like.
Do you think
further than we can?
This topic has been discussed for a long time?
Yeah, because you know the people in Israel, like aren't the original people from there, and they were saying that place was inhabited by black people, and you got some conspiracy theorists like we are the people that were there and they brought us to America.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's way deeper than we understand, and I think like the comparative of struggles kind of, you know, it's we went through two completely different things. Mm-hmm. But like I said, whenever people who look like us have a what you call it? When people who look like us, they have a.
Someone's wearing your hat. Oh no.
Sorry.
When people who look like us, when we have something like, you know, the Black Lives Matter movement, something like that, it's always like, but if when any other culture does something, some kind of way people find empathy.
Yeah,
it's like we're always.
This is turning into.
You gotta erase that part.
Yeah. low.
And that's the thing. That's
chill.
the scary thing about it too. But like, there's certain questions that like there are certain conversations you literally just can't have.
Yeah.
In public.
Which is crazy. Which is wild.
And it's like there are certain conversations you literally cannot like leave amicably.
Yeah.
Like you really can't. Like there will be like repercussions of like,
and the problem
especially if you're a celebrity.
And
Or
the problem is
somebody.
when it's about us. When it's about us, it's like we can't express how we feel about what's going on with us because it sounds like we're crying about it or get over it.
Yeah.
Low-key, shout out to Dave Chappelle how you can get that off. It's crazy how you can get that off. And like even Dave Chappelle got a little like backlash.
Yeah.
He didn't get off scot-free.
I wonder if his aim was to do these stand-ups, do these projects with the intention of not really giving a fuck if he loses his fame and startup again.
I'm sure.
Because to do that, man, like especially in the climate.
You know, his writers would write certain stuff, and he would be like, "I'm not doing that.
I'm just giving it. I'm really coming hard, real raw. Again, I don't care if I get canceled."
So they were writing like lower level, kind of like.
No, they were writing like you know how Dave Chappelle comedy is, but they were like writing some like flat out just racist shit, and he was just like, "I'm not doing that."
Yeah.
Shit. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. I think he's coming out with something new again.
But you got Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor would do it. Eddie Murphy would do it.
Yeah, but that's at a time where it wasn't as PC and people weren't as sensitive and triggered by anything and everything.
Red Fox. Yeah, true.
Yeah, but I feel like it's still
consider
a lot of those comedians. They were telling you what's on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't telling you what's on like Capitol Hill. They weren't telling you what's really going on in Hollywood because they still had handlers. They still had people that were driving their engine. They're not gonna really go across the grain like that.
Yeah,
that's why they're doing it. What they So
you ever notice when people start like kind of exposing Hollywood, they kind of disappear?
They do.
Like they just like.
We're getting a conspiracy.
No, I'm just saying.
What else we got on the?
I'm saying their star kind of like them. Like Jim Carrey, like when he started like kind of exposing stuff.
Yeah.
You started seeing less.
Maybe he just wasn't funny enough anymore.
And sometimes too, like I feel like it can just be as simple as you're Jim Carrey. You try to start exposing stuff, and you just start like opportunities just start going away.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
So like Terry Crews getting his balls jiggled at a party, and not saying nothing. By what's the dude's name?
That's so crazy.
Jeffrey Epstein, whatever his name.
So
Epstein.
What?
He was like Jeffrey Epstein grabbed his balls at a party or some shit. I'm like, bruh.
What?
Yeah. You let that happen?
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
A much smaller white man just like fondled him at a party. Straight up fondled my man Terry Crews.
Fondled
him.
Like, bro,
why did he let him do that though?
You know Terry Crews, boy.
I don't know.
It's a small white party.
You know him? Terry Crews.
No, that's the line from White Chick.
Oh.
I just feel like you hang around them people. If you hang around them people and that shit happens to you, you're used to it. Because I feel like there's a lot. Let me not. But like I feel like there's.
It's like
I don't want to shit on him, but I don't feel like there's a lot of black celebrities that would let that happen. We have Will Smith on tape slapping people. Denzel, it's not going.
Right.
Like.
So you're saying if you're saying if it happened to him, you know about it just one instance, but.
I can see Terry Crews. I can see he probably gets down like that. And somebody actually saw his balls get fondled, and he was like, oh shit, they saw me, so I gotta say something.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't really like that shit.
Good.
I ain't saying that, Mr. Terry Crews.
Mr. Terry Crews.
That's Jay.
He's like, oh, I like when you call me that.
I'm not of a sound mental state.
You at a party doing the back head bounce, and then somebody comes jiggle your balls. Bro, what you doing?
He said, bro, what you doing?
Like,
If somebody follows your balls and you turn around and say, "Boy, what are you doing?" You know, if I catch you saying, "I'm going," you like this?
You at
There should be no response.
you at a party. You at a party. This random hand is called jiggle your balls. You don't know who hand it is until you look. You're like, what the fuck? You're not gonna just be. You're not.
Is it like this or is it like wrap around?
I don't know how it happened.
It feels purposefully. I'm not asking questions while
I just feel accidentally.
It doesn't matter. As long as you're not if you're not a female, you're getting dead.
You gotta check to see who it is.
Why?
What?
You gotta check to see who jiggling your ball. You don't know where the hand coming from you.
Oh, I thought we were saying a situation where I know who did it.
No. I mean, like, you gotta look. Cause
Well,
he said he was at a party. At a dim lit party.
He knew he did it. This nigga said a dim lit party. Nigga, listen, shut up. Nigga, the lights was on. He said it was dim lit. No, nigga.
He probably said, "You want to get that movie wrong?"
He knows exactly who the fuck did it. That nigga said it was dim lit.
It was dim. Balls still.
What else we got? What else we got next?
Do nice guys really finish last?
Yo.
Do nice guys really finish last?
Yeah, because of women though.
I don't think nice guys finish last.
Nice guys finish last, bro.
I think the guys who say that they're nice guys.
Are you talking for yourself? Like
No, I'm talking. I don't say I'm a nice guy.
I'm saying how
No, I'm just saying, I think nice guys, if you say I'm a nice guy, you're gonna finish last because you're full of shit and you're not that type of person. So someone's gonna obviously see you for who you are, and then you're gonna be shit.
I think that saying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think the saying comes from like them like saying like nice guys are passive. Like
yeah, nice guys.
Yeah, like you gonna miss out. That's why they say nice guys finish. You gonna miss out. It's like you hold the door for the chick, but you too scared to talk to her. Then some dude comes up and holler, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
I feel like that's where it comes from. Is the nice guy. I feel like that.
And even if you do get her, she gonna go to him again and tell him how soft you are. Yeah, you know, he kind of soft.
But what about if women are into the guys that are more aggressive? They go through those situations. Most of the time, those are like toxic situations. They get out of those situations and they end up with a nice guy.
And then they don't like him because he ain't aggressive. Like, yeah, you know, I like him. He does everything.
That nigga ruined your whole thing. That nigga said because they don't like.
People like drama.
Hey, yo, I saw a TikTok the other day. It's crazy. Listen, I saw a TikTok the other day. And it was a guy who went on the street and he said he was asking women only, what is your favorite toxic trait? Or what is your favorite red flag? And women didn't hesitate to say one. They was naming one off the top. Like, I like when he puts his hands on me. I like when he puts his hands on me when he gets mad at me and like just a shit ton.
Wow.
Right? And I was thinking, I'm like, bro, you can't do that for men. I don't know if I have like.
You go. What's your favorite toxic trait?
What the fuck?
That I like him on.
Did you not listen to the whole premise?
Yeah, I was thinking too. My favorite. I don't know. I like a little. I
I'm trying to think too. Like,
no, I'm saying I like a kind of a very assertive woman.
That's not a toxic trait.
Shit, it can be.
oh my god, assertive.
Assertive meaning like you tell her, go fix the sandwich. Motherfucker, you go fix the sandwich. What the fuck?
That's not toxic.
Hey, my point proven.
That's misogyny. That's
I want a sandwich. Fix on me a sandwich. Give me a sandwich, goddamn. A toxic trait.
Toxic trait when you don't listen to me. Wow.
I'm telling you.
I'm not saying that's not mine. That's not mine.
Men do not have any.
Stubborn.
You like when girls are stubborn?
Sometimes, yeah. I like a little bit of spicy.
Stubborn.
I like a little bit of stubbornness, like.
I'm gonna see if I can find this one.
Like,
Don't do that.
Like push
She
back.
like, what you mean? I'm doing it anyway. Yeah. I like that a little bit. You know
so it's toxic. So people can't have
it
it.
causes arguments.
Yo.
It's not. So,
Stubbornness causes
so people
arguments.
can't have their own point of view.
I mean,
toxic.
even if it's wrong, like, you know it's wrong, but you do it anyway.
It's toxic. Yeah, that's toxic.
Yeah.
Were you looking up toxic traits?
No, I'm looking up the what the girls were saying.
Yeah, I think that's it. I like a little stuff.
When they tell me to shut up.
Because women, I think it all goes back to like, I think women, I feel like women like
When he puts me in my place.
That's along the lines of
women like men. Women don't.
like macho man.
Yeah.
She said when he gets a little abusive. When he's jealous. Like stuff like that. Like
Yeah, jealousy, you know.
A lot of this stuff was like rooted in like domestic violence.
That's trauma. That's what that is.
Trauma?
That's trauma.
It has to be.
What if women like that? Like, what if
No, bro.
What if that's another? What if that's?
What if women like?
No. What if women like this? Not punch, not beating up, But what if women like on a more broader scale, more wider range, like more aggressive physical contact?
Yes. I understand.
That's what I'm saying. Not like women like when you kick her ass. Nobody's saying that.
Oh, but
Yo, she said a little bit more violent. A little bit more violent.
bro, it says abusive.
Abusive. Yeah.
Some women do like that though.
I like when
Some women that grow up.
I like when
certain
my
atmospheres.
man chokes me out when we argue. It's like, bro, I'm telling you, it's like
People like what they like.
People like what they like.
I like when he calls us C's in public so he can embarrass me.
I'm telling you, people like what they like.
They got them kink. I mean, would you even call it a kink? It's not a kink. It's
I
just
think
like a
it
preference.
is. Some of it is.
When they're controlled.
It's like I
I'm
heard
not
multiple
over it.
women say like they kind of like when their man gets like extra, like aggressive.
Yeah,
in his voice. Like, hey,
yeah.
sit down right there.
Mm-hmm.
But not towards her to like
Yeah.
that's the thing. If it's towards you, if I'm a woman and I say I like it when he yells at me on some shit, towards me is like you have some trauma. It's like I love it when like it turns me on. Like I like it when I see my man yelling at somebody else. Okay, that's understandable. I can see how you find it, but like if you like it towards you, you got something going on.
But I feel like women in general, a lot of times they know themselves and they can kind of point out their toxic traits. So she knows she getting out of hand, she yelling at him, and he's like, man, sit your ass down right there. And she like, and he probably the only person who can do that to her. And she like that shit. Because he don't let her red flags get to him.
I don't know.
He just stand on it like, sit your ass down right there. Stop.
Oh, so she likes that confidence. You know, she's not.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like a.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can find any
Like he'll let her talk,
Mhm.
but like when she start getting too crazy,
Yeah.
like hey, sit your ass right there, and she respect it, and she like that because he probably the only.
I don't know
person
what
who
the
can do
toxic version of that is for women.
Yeah, because I like that too in relationship.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me to sit down.
Nah, not sit down, but like be stern, be like direct.
it. Like chill.
Yeah, but that's the thing for women.
If I'm
for
bugging
women,
out,
it's a chronic
I want
thing.
you to tell me.
For
that.
men, it's an acute thing because as a man, if I say that, I don't want you to do that all the time. I feel like women would like for their man. They wouldn't mind if he was
It's like
all the
cracking
time.
That's what I'm saying. Like some females know that they can get a little crazy
yeah.
when they get mad, and like
Oh, they test.
sometimes,
you.
yeah, and only they do can just be like, hey.
I think shit. And I think there's a kink to this because like those women that she'll act crazy, do all this wild shit, right? And then the man will be like, I don't want to see you again. Get out of my face. Get out of my life. And she'll be like, no. So
And
no.
That's your favorite. To me, it's like, oh my
I didn't
God.
say that's my favorite.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say that's my favorite, but to Tim's point, like they may get off on that stern, like telling you something, get out of here, and that's like, oh wow, I like that. That must mean he really likes me. Because
And somebody probably never did that to her.
Yeah.
Like she might have been dealing with dudes who just let her
Run rampant.
do anything.
Yeah.
But this one particular dude, like, I turn. He like, hey, sit your ass right there now.
She's like, wait, what? That's crazy. I like that.
And she respect that shit.
Word.
Like on Baby
But she
Boy,
crazy because
when old boy drinking that Thug Passion.
That Thug Passion.
Girl, I gotta get off the phone. Drop me your draw. Who you talking to?
you still thinking about that?
What?
You still thinking about the traits?
No, I'm thinking about what this nigga said. That made me think about what's his name from that dope movie. And he said, teach your homeboy how to squat.
Oh, you talking about Snowfall?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro, you have to I'm gonna clean that up. You we're gonna have to have a whole episode on how we felt about Snowfall ending.
Okay.
Everybody seen the ending of Snowfall?
Nah, I ain't gotta watch that shit.
Yeah.
You haven't even,
I haven't even watched it.
you never started it.
Nah. I started the first episode.
Episode 155. We'll check back in after Audrey
The
finishes.
conclusion of Snowfall was something 4 years ago.
What the fuck?
Nah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna get up on it. I'm gonna do that. What's so funny?
Nigga, you know exactly.
That was terrible. Hey, Andre, man, you seen this movie that everybody's seen? What's it called? It's like, no. Like, brother,
I don't know why, bro. Like, I've never been a movie. I love going to movies, but I've never been like a movie trivia dude. Like, I've probably seen the movie, but
oh,
that nigga said the movie a trivia dude.
everybody's seen this movie.
Everybody's seen this.
What's it called? You showing the actor.
nah,
You never even heard of it?
yes, I saw the first episode.
What'd you think?
It was different. I didn't see the next episode, so I couldn't, develop anything.
Man, they got parts in there that's gonna make you emotional. It's a good show.
I can imagine. They was doing some crazy shit on the first episode.
The hardest part is when Franklin got beat up in jail.
Oh yeah, he went.
And dude was like, you show these motherfuckers who you
Actually,
are."
I lied.
I was like,
that was some tough shit.
You
Bro.
cried.
That was a pep talk. He was like,
What's wrong?
you show the motherfuckers who you are. And then he went to the dude that beat him up. He's like, hey, your mother lived on so-and-so street, right? And that's when Franklin like took over the prison. That shit, that
Oh,
call was
because
off.
he had the phone in his hand, and he's like, imagine I'm hyping you up, and the guards are getting ready to take you, because you got to go back, and I'm hyping you up, talking. You can't hear me no more because they put your mic down. I smashed the telephone to the window, and I'm still saying it, and you can't see me, but you hear me. And then they pull you in, and now you can't see me, you can't hear me, but you feel me.
Yeah.
It was an emotional scene. I haven't tapped in.
Boy, that boy,
Now he's up to date.
Jay
He's on season
just
3
sound like
right now.
Jay sound like Ray J just now. That boy said, now it's on. Pull up but don't play.
Did you see this nigga trying to get to the phone?
Yeah.
The phone, like, this nigga reads, and then, let me go to the other side.
Major Ice.
Yo.
The club is popping.
What else
Yeah,
you
you
got?
got that part out.
Why do we get, speaking of emotions, what a segue. Why do we get so emotional over the great debate, Kobe, Michael, LeBron?
Yeah, bro. Go.
Okay.
Cause I know.
Hey, y'all, don't think I'm crazy, but I heard some dudes arguing one time, and they were arguing about who the GOAT was, and for some reason, something in my head told me to go crazy about Kobe Bryant.
Why?
But I wasn't serious about it. I just wanted to be in the argument. So I was like, man, Kobe.
How old are you?
Oh, man. I was in college.
That's pro Kobe.
From Kobe, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, Kobe Bryant did this. Because, I don't know if you ever been like Mississippi or Alabama or anywhere, but when they argue about who the best is, it gets loud, bro. And I just made that story.
Probably get physical.
But then I started to actually see Kobe ask to go.
So yeah, like, what's your GOAT? Who's your GOAT?
In my era of watching basketball, I would have to say Kobe, but Kobe's nothing but Jordan. Kobe is a photocopy of Jordan. So, and you probably remember this, when I was growing up, bro, if you played basketball, you going up for a layup, you sticking your tongue out.
Yeah, you see Jordan.
Everybody wanted to be Jordan.
Well, Kobe was like when we were in high school, because it switched. It turned
So
to
okay, let me stop. I would have to
turned
say
to Kobe.
Michael Jordan, because when we grew up, Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan.
He was doing the thing.
He was really Michael Jordan, like larger than life Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And like for the guys who only got to see Michael Jordan on YouTube, it's like all you got to go off of really is Kobe and LeBron, because you didn't live in that era.
Yeah.
I lived in the era where I seen Jordan was that guy. Like everybody was wearing Jordans. You watch the NBA finals, Michael Jordan's playing, and he's hitting the game-winning shot. So Michael Jordan, bro.
I don't think that makes him the greatest of all time, but
What?
do something about basketball. Just
Why is this?
who he was to the public.
The greatest, like, I'm talking about on the court, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You were watching Michael Jordan. It was no,
I'm not talking about watching. I'm talking about the greatest basketball player.
on the court, yes. Michael Jordan drew the, and I'm not talking about him being famous. I mean, like, if basketball was on and Michael Jordan was playing, your family's watching the Bulls.
Yeah, see, but you're not talking about him as a basketball player. You're talking about like
What, numbers?
yeah, like talking about numbers.
Okay.
Like who
So
was
you
playing during the LeBron era versus the Kobe era versus the
The game was different when Michael Jordan was playing. It was a lot more violent. You could get away with a lot more in the NBA in the 90s.
Okay, but why is this debate so
yeah, I was about to
one
say,
popular
you see how
still and
emotional. The question was
and emotional,
Like
like
nigga Andre let us get emotional
Right.
as he sat back here and was just like, look,
Oh, well.
look. That nigga was doing this.
I
all the time.
think
I didn't even notice. Look at
well,
this
shit,
dumbass.
it's because we grew up in an era where superstars were superstars.
Though,
That's why it gets emotional. Because you didn't see him as a person. He was like a god or something. He wasn't a person. So like,
I think you may have to go deeper than that because just like you get that within, it doesn't matter regardless of the sport.
think about LeBron. He, even with social media, he's pretty fucking private.
Why do we view athletes like that? I feel like, yeah.
Because they're larger than life. And when you arguing like that, you're arguing about people who, I don't want to say people worship them, but they kind
You
of
kinda
do.
do.
So it's like my God's better than your God.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If you're saying he's the greatest, he's the god of basketball. He's the GOAT.
Right. Because you can't have multiple goats. You gotta have one goat.
Yeah. And I feel like Michael Jordan's style of play fits every era of the NBA. Even today's game. He will be, if Michael was playing today, he will be like LeBron and John Morant mixed together. Because Michael was dunking it.
Nah.
Michael was going to the basket. Mike was going to the basket.
He wasn't going to the basket.
Yes, he was, bro.
But he wasn't going to the basket like John Morant.
Yes, he was.
Or LeBron, or even Kobe.
Yes.
Nah, he wasn't.
Mike was going to the basket, bro. Why you think the picture right there, bro? Why you think he flying through that? Cause all
that's
he
the
was
dunk
doing-
contest shit.
I'm saying all he was doing in games was dunking. He would make jump shots and stuff. He didn't really shoot 3-pointers.
Yeah, but them probably
He was-
on
he
like
was taking it
them
to the
probably
lane.
on just like free lane, like
Fast break.
yeah.
Bruh, no. Michael Jordan was taking it to the lane. This right here is in the era where
Nah,
guys
he was getting in the lane. This
he was
is
in the lane, bro. He was known for dunking.
I
It's
mean,
crazy because we always got to reel it back in because there we get too emotional about it.
yeah, it's true.
He was known for dunking. his fadeaway and dunking. That's what he was known for. Like Clyde Drexler.
You know, LeBron, I feel like I'm lost. I feel like I'm lost in this question.
Why?
Because we keep getting emotional.
It's like,
I'm lost in this question.
Because I think there's just so much accolades, there's so many awards and records they broke, there's so many highlights that it's like, why do we keep having this conversation? Like, what is the point? Who cares?
We're attached to these people. I'll never forget when I think Ryan came to me and told me that Kobe had died, and I remember I sat in the room and tears just rolled down my face, and I was like, "Dang, I didn't even know him."
I said it.
Yeah,
Kobe dying that's surreal. It's still surreal to me, to be honest with you.
So we have attachments to these people without even knowing it. That's why.
Well, LeBron, it's because of
They the
this
same,
person. Like,
but somebody feels the same way about LeBron that we feel about Kobe or Michael. There's people that feel the same way about LeBron.
But we're experiencing two whole.
We literally grew up with LeBron. We grew up with him.
We almost grew up with Kobe too.
Yeah, but we literally grew up with LeBron. Like, he's the same age as me. So.
Yeah, but Kobe. But I'm saying, like,
damn.
We didn't grow up and understand and see Michael Jordan play, like, all his games and stuff like that.
We caught Michael Jordan in his prime. And then when
we were like 3 years old.
He fell off a little bit.
We were 3 or 4
We
years
caught him
old.
in his prime. When we were young like that, that's when he still had hair. But when he was in his prime,
he was bald.
I was watching the championships. I remember.
What are y'all talking about right now?
Jordan.
The finals.
Because we're lost in the question again, nigga.
No, we're not lost.
Nah, this would be like, to be honest with you, I never watched Michael Jordan play a game of basketball when he was in his prime, like on TV. I never
what does that have to do with why people get so emotional?
Because we're attached.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're attached to him.
But
Boom,
so
good,
off that,
nah, so get lost.
Go off that, like we're in LeBron's era and Kobe's era. Like, literally grew up with them. Before his prime, Kobe, when in his prime, at the end of his career. LeBron's whole career. So
he had that nostalgia, bro. Like
the sneakers.
Not just him as a person, but then even when they were trying to like shit on him, they swept it under the rug. But then you got Kobe when he got that rape charge. It showed that he was bleeding like us. He could bleed.
Yeah.
So it kind of put a little pause on his journey. But with LeBron, he still got that nostalgia like Michael Jordan. So that's why if that never happened to Kobe, Kobe's even higher on the charts now. But because that happened, it tarnished him a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's the answer, because we feel these emotional ties we get, we get
Good question.
according to the movie.
It was real.
Shit. What else we got?
Half an hour tops.
Damn, it was something that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, you said something about the ELF.
Yeah, that was my last thing.
What did you say about the ELF?
Nah, I don't want to talk about this shit, man.
His topics are in there too.
Yeah.
What?
Your topics are in the group chat.
What topic did I say other than the ELF?
Not saying the ELF one has a Europe focus on sports medicine for American football yet.
We talk about Europe. So, and because it's all through Europe. So I feel like, Europe is taking the right steps as far as American football goes, but the thing that's lacking across Europe is sports medicine pertaining to football. When it comes to like practice, like having the right tools there, defibrillators, tape, like I feel like everything in Europe has
You
grown.
just name shit that's at regular sports events.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Everything in Europe, when it comes to American football, has grown, but the actual physio part and the medical part hasn't.
I feel like that's on teams and organizations too, because bro, I think these soccer teams and these basketball teams in Europe have good medical.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying across Europe, pertaining to American football, it's lacking.
What does American football do differently than all these other sports? People need to get taped in handball. People need to get taped in maybe like train some gymnastics.
That's what I'm telling you, but they're not there to take. And I'm talking about across Europe. If
That's
you go,
what
that comes with budget.
but across Europe, like if you go to practice,
like why don't they understand that this is important?
yeah,
That's a big question. I don't understand that either. But I think it goes with budget. But you should organize a budget for that because it's important. Like how do you not understand that that's important?
Budget?
like so many guys across Europe. It's guys, great football players that have come to Europe and had career-ending injuries due to the lack of structure when it comes to the medical part of football.
Yeah, why would there be? That's interesting because like, why would there be such a pushback if you were taking a coach or somebody that was from the USA that knows the American football culture and they're telling you, hey, we need tapes, we need tapers before practice, we need trainers before practice to tape guys' ankles. Why wouldn't they say, okay, let's put together something?
Because I feel like they don't really understand. And I feel like some teams understand, but it's still not the right way.
Maybe there needs to be a seminar. Maybe one of you, trainers in the NFL, college, need to come out here to Europe and put a clinic on how to tape ankles and, football.
And all these teams will be sitting down talking about some, and how much does all that cost, nigga?
Well,
how much is that cost?
It's actually
that nice spread, that nice W.
Well, actually,
how much they got it though.
For the teams who can, they should go and reach out to these colleges that are training these physios and trainers. Reach out to them and have them intern for the teams around in their countries. Have them intern and give them credit hours for
animated.
So man,
that could work.
That's how they do it in America. So it's just like it would work.
I mean, they do that in Turkey as well.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they do it in Japan too. So I feel like
your taper right. Get your spats right.
Yeah.
Training.
Nigga, we at a barbershop. That nigga said you taper right. I said, I just got a haircut. Nigga, what your bark fuck me up?
That boy they got that Beijing in it.
Shut up,
Boy, I got that. Let me get the genuine. Let me get that good genuine.
I heard that shit was fucking running down his face when he said a concert one time.
That boy said, finish his haircut.
Just got my haircut. What, nigga?
Bruh, that shit came out when I was in high school.
Yo, I remember seeing that video for the first time, and I was like,
I know you was my whole life has changed as.
I didn't know. Yo, that video was so cool to me. It was like,
what's the name of that song?
That's the name of the song.
No, it's not.
That boy, hey, you watching the Genuine video back in the day, motherfucker slide across the screen. You're like, bruh, how the fool is slid across the screen with his shirt open?
Genuine was killing it, yo. He was getting it.
Genuine was killing
He
it.
was getting it.
He did a whole video with some oversized Levi's in a church shirt. If you're horny, and a random hat from Neo. Like, bro.
Yo.
It was talking about Neo freak ass with the damn threesomes. The girl said, Neo, that's enough. She said she gave him one or two threes, and my motherfucker want to do it every night.
There's a famous story of Neo like having sex in someone's bed.
Oh my God, right.
Jim,
his girl was like,
Rick Ross's bed or some shit?
his girl said, yeah, you know, we would invite a woman, you know, into our bedroom a few times, but she said, this motherfucker want to start doing it every time.
Shit, I can imagine.
Right.
That shit's sweet. Give me some more.
Every time you with your wife, you gotta have like a threesome, bro.
You ever been in a threesome?
That's crazy.
You ever been in a threesome?
I refuse to answer that question on the grounds that it may incriminate me.
I plead the fifth.
1, 2, 3,
Jay, why you
4.
looking over there? Why you looking over there?
This podcast, they have me in trouble on some days.
Plead the
This
fifth.
podcast put me in some trouble, boy.
Plead the fifth.
The fifth.
Nigga, are we in the court of law?
Yo, it is 12 o'clock a.m. and we are partying. So, since it's a new day, in 1 minute, affirmations.
Affirmations.
Yeah. Keep that shit short and sweet too.
I actually have like the affirmations on my phone.
Well, I'll leave y'all with, I made a post on IG that said, you know, stay humble like you've been there before. And I feel like sometimes we could, you know, overthink things or think that we're supposed to be somewhere, but just enjoy the moment that you're in and the strides that you're making. And, you know, continue to grow. Don't try to rush it. Stay humble. Stay on the path.
My affirmation is also similar to Tim's with, you know, me posting something a few days ago on Instagram, and it has to do with, you know, just staying inspired. Know that you are contributing to the future, and the way to do that is just to make sure you keep your imagination, keep your inspiration, your motivations, any references that you have that make you want to do better, be better, or create something new or different. Have that in you, and you know, work towards that every day, or whatever you feel it's time to work for it.
My affirmation is consider everything but take nothing as gospel. I think that's something that for me is, it's always been something that like is like natural for me. Consider everything but take nothing as gospel. But I feel like a lot of people just, you can benefit from being more open-minded. So consider everything but take nothing as gospel.
Anything else you want to tell the people?
Hey, am I the only person who used to get like write-ups that said I talk too much in class?
Yes, you are.
Yes, most likely, probably, because I sure as hell didn't get it right up like that.
Damn. Well, we're on the podcast now.
Yeah.
So if you see me talking, this is why I was doing it.
You was training for this day?
I was training.
Okay.
I wasn't the class clown. I was training for this podcast.
Guys, we are still looking for Jay's nickname, as we asked you last episode. So, in the comment section, let us know what you guys are going to call Jay.
If you want to call him J Money or Radio, you can call him what you want.
Still looking for Jay's nickname. That's it, guys. Like, subscribe, share, and let us know how you guys feel about the show. Again, it's the Three Black Mics.
Pause.
And we will see you later. Peace.
We can call him Cuban Pete. Because he's Spanish. Cuban Pete. They call me Cuban Pete.
Guys, take a photo.
This is what I eat.
Guys, take a photo real quick.
Chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom.